Hey guys, it's Dan here. This video is just going to be a quick video to help you get started with Keysearch. It's not going to be a full tutorial. Those you could find on the tutorials page, but this is just going to give you a quick rundown of a lot of the features and just help you get started with the tool. So when you first log in, you'll see that you basically just have a blank screen here, and you're on the keyword research page. So this is where you could start your keyword research. So let's just put in a word, Canon printers. Then you could select your location. I'm just going to leave it to all locations, and you could select what is going to get you the search suggestions. Keyword Planner, Google Suggest, Bing Suggest, YouTube, Amazon. You could even grab your competitors' keywords. Check other ad networks keywords that aren't Google, so it makes it just more keywords you could choose from. So there's a lot of options here. So we're just going to stick with Keyword Planner. So when you press search, it's just going to go out and grab the results for the keyword Canon printers from Keyword Planner. And there you go. And now you'll see you got your difficulty, a search trends chart. You got your difficulty breakdown of the front page of Google to see how difficult it would be to get on the front page. You got some extra search suggestions that Google has given us. And your domains. Basically what this is showing you which domains might be available. You could just click the domains and switch which ones you wanted to check. Then we have our deep analysis button right here. What this does is go and dives in even deeper if you wanted to and grab even more information about that particular keyword. This you don't have to do. It just gives you a little more information. You can see you got trust flow, citation flow, Alexa, the domain age, stuff like that. And it also gives you some LSI keywords that are showing up in the front page results. So it really lets you dive into your keyword and really just get in there and figure out whether this keyword is something that you're gonna attempt to go after and rank for. You could export this information to PDF, to CSV, but the heart and soul of Keysearch is the difficulty. So you could check difficulty in bulk. So you could click as many as you want, and you'll see they'll all just come up with the difficulty check. And you could flip through them like so really easily. Just go click right through them. You could also filter. We've got a filter right here. So let's say we wanted to filter search volume 1,000 to 2,000 and anything with a cost per click over $2. So we filtered that out. We're left with 13 results. So we could just select all there, and then this bulk check will bulk check all of these results right there, which is very cool. And you can see we got a couple of keywords in there that we might be able to rank for. And then you could save your keywords. So if you want to do, let's say we wanted to save a couple of these guys into a list. You click the save keywords and it lets you select a list that you already had, or you could add to a new list. So this just allows you to save keywords there. Then we have what's called the compare feature, which is really cool. You click that and it's going to go out and compare these three keywords and show them side by side for you. So you could see these three keywords, all the information for these keywords. Actually, I think it's 4 keywords now I'm looking at it. And you could just compare them really quickly right in front of your eyes, and you could also download as PDF, download as CSV. And the same with the search results. We have tons of export options for white label purposes. If you wanted to export to PDF, you could put in a custom name, a custom header URL. So there's a lot of cool stuff if you wanted to possibly, find keywords for other people and just export these PDFs with all this information. So that's the research page. I know I'm going through this quick, guys, but I just want to give you an overview of everything. Then we have what's called the quick difficulty, which is very similar to the research page, but what this does, it doesn't give you search suggestions. You just basically type in keywords. select your location, and it'll just go out and bulk check them. So let's see, iPhone 7, iPhone 6, and Samsung. So if you do that, you'll see it'll bulk check these real quick. So it's just a quicker way to get difficulty scores. And same thing, you could flip through them. We have our same save keywords option, compare, export, things like that. You could also open this button right here and just type your keywords in as a list rather than comma separated like I did. But this just lets you type in your own keywords or add your own list and just get difficulty and some metrics for whatever keyword you want. So that's what the quick difficulty page is for. One last thing on the research page, guys. Sorry, I forgot to show you the history. You could open up your history here with this folder, and this will show you your past searches, and all you got to do is click on that, and it will load up a past search that you had. And we cache searches for about 2 weeks or so, and then we get rid of them because the information's changed. So, but you'll have your history here, and let's keep moving. So we go to the My List page. Is where you can see the lists that you've made. Any keywords that you had saved, you can just check through your list. You have options to export the list, export to PDF, or you could send the keywords that you've selected here. If we wanted to select these, you could just send them to our rank tracker, and it'll just add them into the rank tracker. So if we went send to tracker, oh, there you go, and then you select which URL in the rank tracker you wanted to track these keywords for, and which search engine and whatnot. So it just makes it easier for some of the keywords you saved to just get in there and add to the tracker if you're attempting to rank for them. Now on to the link analysis section. This is where we have our backlink checker and our URL metrics. So the backlink checker is very cool. Let's just give a search for keysearch.co. So you can search the entire domain or just get backlinks for that specific page. But let's go out and get entire domain. And you'll see we get a chart that shows basically when the links have been found. So the trend of how many links from the sites you're checking the crawler has found, and over what time. So are you gaining more links? Or are you losing more links as time goes on? And then we have some metrics here. You can see your top anchors. You could show more of the anchor texts that have shown up. And then here are all your backlinks. You got do follow, incoming links to the domain that's linking to you. You got your anchor text. You could click on the links and check them out. And you could also, as usual, filter. So if you wanted to show only the do follow links, you could filter, and there you go. You'll see it's only showing do follow links. So basically, it's just a backlink checker, but we've done some really cool stuff with it, so I think you guys will really like it. URL metrics page. This page, you could just type in some URLs, as you can see. And then it's just going to go out and grab some popular metrics for those URLs. So you see it'll go out and get PA, page authority, domain authority, trust flow, citation flow, Moz rank, Moz domain rank, the incoming links, some Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn. So it's just a quick way to get metrics on domains or pages or whatever you like. So it's this is also very useful, especially for those who go domain hunting and stuff like that. Then we have our YouTube research, which is exactly the same. I'm not going to go over it in this video, but it's exactly the same as our keyword research section, except it deals with YouTube. So you could see, you could check the difficulty of how hard it would be to rank a video on YouTube, and all the other options are the same, except once again we just use YouTube as the difficulty check, and you have stuff like age, views, likes, dislikes, that it all takes into account our algorithm to come up with the score that it's giving you. Then we have our rank tracker. So you click on the rank tracker and it's going to load up, and basically you could add a URL, if whatever URL you wanted to track. And then you see I got a few in there right now. You could expand, you could collapse. So here's Keysearch. If I wanted to add more keywords, just add keywords. Could just add them in there. I'm not going to do more right now. I already got a bunch being tracked. You could delete the URL, and then you could view a chart showing your keywords ranks over time. This allows you to recheck the keywords ranking on the spot. And then you could add secondary URLs to track the keywords. So like, let's say we were looking at keyword competition analysis, and I had a competitor, let's say SEMrush was one of my competitors. I could add that URL in there. And then when I click to check the results that are coming up, it would highlight SEMrush in there as well, so I could see them if they were on here. Oh, they are on there. So that's how the secondary URLs works. It just allows you to keep track of your competitors when you're viewing the actual search results within the rank tracker. And then you could group URLs, you could set up email notifications, you could get reports for your rank tracking, and all that good stuff. So the My Account area will show you the credits you have remaining. You could go into the settings. You could upgrade, which we highly recommend. You could also grab your API key here. And what your API key is going to be good for is the API. You could use that if you want, but of course the browser add-on. The browser add-on you just download for Chrome or Firefox, put it in, and then let's check it out. Let's check dog training. So when you install, just one-click install, really quick, you'll see our little icon pops up. So you just click on it and then click check competition. And there we go. It's going to give you, you could check keyword competition right from your browser, which no other service does. It's really cool, especially if you're doing local, any sort of local, trying to rank locally and stuff like that, because your browser is really gonna have the information that you want to see. So this is outstanding. We definitely recommend you install the browser add-on, and that's where you can find your API key for it in the settings area. We got news. You can order articles for your keywords. For those affiliates, you could grab some affiliate links and help promote Keysearch. And of course, you got your support links. So that's it, guys, for the brief overview. We have more tutorials. We're always making more tutorials. So you know, you could check out those if you want more in-depth about what the tool is doing. But other than that, just start searching keywords and searching difficulty, and you should be all set. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Hey guys, Dan here. In this video, we're going to go over the keyword research page of Keysearch. There's a lot to go over in this video, so I'm going to go over things pretty quickly because I just don't want this video to drag on and on. So basically, the keyword research page is the heart and soul of Keysearch. It's probably going to be your main working area. When you load up the page, you'll see at the top there's this search bar. This is where you type in your keyword phrase, a niche, whatever you wanted to get related keywords about. You'll have location options here where you could select specific locations, or you could just leave it set to the default all locations. And then you have your search type. The default is related keywords, but you have our Keysearch database, Google Suggest, Bing Suggest. These are the keyword suggestions, where we are finding the keyword suggestions from. We also, you could type in use a domain and get your competitors' keywords or import a list. So there's a lot of options here for finding related keywords. If you are unsure, just leave it set to the default related keywords. That's the usual search type. But you may also want to use the Keysearch database. These two will give you, the best related keywords for your search. So all right, so we search dog leashes, you'd press search, and then your keywords will show up in the right-hand column here. So your search will show once it's loaded, it will show you the difficulty for the keyword that you searched, where you'll see our difficulty meter here. Also on the right, you'll see the difficulty score, as well as search volume, CPC, PPC. So you got a lot of information here. So on the left-hand side, you have your search trends graph. This shows you the how the keyword's been trending over the last 12 months, as well as our domains table. This domains table basically shows you which domains are available for that keyword. So the keyword is dog leashes, so dogleashes.com, dogleashes.net. The X means that that domain is not available. A check mark means that it should be available. Not always when there's a check mark. It's complicated, but most of the time when there's a check mark, it means those domains are available. If you don't like the default domains that we're showing for, you can change them here. Select your own 8 domains that you want to see the info for. Now we have, for each keyword, we show the front page SERP analysis. Sometimes it'll be 10 URLs, but Google's not really showing top 10 anymore. A lot of times it's 5 URLs or 9 URLs. It's all over the place. So we show whatever is found on the first page to judge the competition by. And you'll see all the URLs and specific stats. So you can dive in even further with your analysis. I know we show our difficulty score, but if you really want to see where each URL has strengths and weaknesses in the top 10, you can see that in the SERP analysis page. Then we have our rankings slash traffic tab. This uses our rankings traffic database. So if you click that, it'll show you the how many keywords are ranking in our database in the top 100 for this specific URL, our estimated traffic for the URLs, the amount of keywords ranking for that domain, and the estimated traffic for the domain. You could click on the numbers here and you could actually see the keywords that URL that we found that URL is ranking for. There's so many cool things you could do with this feature right here. I can't go into all of them right now, but we've got a tutorial on that as well. So you could just click to learn about this feature. And it's just a great way where you could start really picking off some of your competitors' keywords and stuff like that. So I definitely learn about this feature. Then you can check the social stats by clicking that. We'll show you some of the social stats there, as well as at the bottom, usually you'll see a search engine keyword suggestions. If Google has keyword suggestions at the bottom of the front page results, they usually will show 8 keywords. Those will be these keywords here. You could click on them to load that search up. So if you click, no, cancel please, but you could use those to search. Those won't always show. It depends on the actual keyword being searched. All right, so back to the SERP analysis there. Up top here, you can export some of this information to PDF or CSV. We also have our deep analysis feature. The deep analysis feature just dives in further to this specific keyword. I'll click it right here. It can sometimes take up to 30 seconds to a minute to load because it's gathering a lot of information. So you see a lot of the same information here, but you'll also see the Alexa rank for the URLs, the domain age. Once again, the social stats you'll get in the deep analysis feature, and then LSI keywords. If you're not sure what LSI keywords are, we have a tutorial and write-up on that as well. For those of you that do know, you know how important LSI keywords can be. So the deep analysis feature will show you those as well, splitting up into 1-word, 2-word, and 3-word LSI keywords. All right, so let's move on over here. So we have our keyword suggestions here. You could quickly flip through and see the different analysis for each keyword. If a keyword doesn't have the difficulty score checked yet, you could click to check it. You could click multiple at the same time. You don't have to do one at a time. You could select, let's say, 2 or 3 or as many as you want and click the bulk check feature. And that'll search those keywords so you don't have to do one at a time with that as well. Let's say we wanted to compare some keywords. So we have these two keywords, dog leashes and dog leash. Let's say we wanted to compare them. We could select them both and click the compare, and then boom, it shows you them side by side. If you wanted to quickly compare the stats all in one area, and we have export options for that as well. If you wanted to save these to a list, you were making keyword lists with the best keywords, just click the Save Keywords button and it'll bring up our list options. So you could save it to an already created list. You could add to a new list, demo list. And then if you clicked Add to List, it'll create a list and add those keywords right to that list. Then we have a bunch of export options for this page here. Too many to talk about here, but you could export to CSV, TXT, PDF. You could copy to clipboard. You could export just the keywords with stats, the keywords with the analysis table. So there's a lot of different ways to export. We tried to give you as many ways to export the keywords as possible. You can use our filter there. So let's say you wanted to filter all keywords between 1,000 and 5,000. You could click filter and it'll show you only the keywords with search volume between those numbers. You could use multiple filters at the same time. So let's say only keywords that have the word dog in it from 1,000 to 5,000 search volume and a CPC over $1. We could filter that as well. And if you want to just go back from the start, just click the reset filter button there. Then we have our search history. This little folder right here shows you your search history. You can just click a past keyword there and it'll load your stats right up there. So that is basically the keyword research page rundown, guys. I guess that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. In this video, we're going to go over the quick difficulty page of Keysearch. If you haven't already, I suggest you watch the regular keyword research page tutorial, as the majority of the features you'll see on this page we've already gone over in that video, so I'm not going to go over those again. I'm just going to go over what makes this page different and why you'd use it as opposed to the regular keyword research page. So for the regular keyword research page, you would type in your seed keyword there, search, and then it would return a list of related keywords in the column over here. With the quick difficulty page, all this page does is check difficulty for the specific keywords that you search. So it's just a way to get quick difficulty scores. So basically you could enter keywords comma separated, or you could click this here and enter them as a list. So let's just search some. So if I put in dog bed and puppy bed, and then you could select the location, and if we click search, you'll see it'll go and get the difficulty for those two keywords there, just the ones we searched. So it's not returning a list of related keywords. So the purpose of this page is if you just wanted to check a keyword here or there without doing a full search of related keywords, or if you had a list of keywords. If you needed to check more than this page allows, you can use the import list feature on the regular keyword research page. But this is just to check some small lists for difficulty of keywords that you might be a pain to keep searching and finding related keywords for on the other page. Other than that, it's got all the same features as the regular keyword research page. You could just save the keywords to a list. You could compare keywords. You could export. You got your SERP suggestions there, your search trends, deep analysis. So all of the things are pretty much the same as the regular keyword research page, but this will only check the difficulty for the keywords you're actually putting in. It won't return any related keywords. So that's about it for the quick difficulty page, guys. You could find the same feature for YouTube under the YouTube difficulty page. So they're the same things, except the YouTube will do this for YouTube instead of Google. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next video. In this video, we're going to go over the lists feature of Keysearch. When you are doing a keyword research process and you're creating lists, you'll be able to find them under the My Lists page under the keyword research section, or if you're doing YouTube, it'll be under the YouTube lists, and that'll bring up a page like this. It will show your lists on the right side here, so you can see all your lists and how many keywords are in those lists. You could search this section, so if I wanted to find my movies list, if you have a lot of lists, that can be very useful. So basically how it works is right now we have the default list loaded up, but you could click the list and then in the left column it'll show all the keywords that you've added to that list. So if you want to do list maintenance, let's say we wanted to delete this keyword, you could just click the keyword to delete. Yes, delete it. You can select multiple keywords and bulk delete from the lists. As usual, you could filter if you're looking for specific keywords. And how this works is, let's say you have a keyword and you click it. Basically, if the score is older than 2 weeks, you could view the cache score. So basically the score that you saw, or you could update to the new score, and that will update using the current SERP analysis and everything. So the scores may change. This didn't change that much, but they'll change here and there as time goes on, as the search results change and everything. So you can view the score that you saw, or if it's been a while, you can update the score. So that's a pretty cool feature right there. If you want to, let's say we wanted to move these keywords, you could highlight them and move keywords, and then you could select which list you want to move them to. So if we wanted to move these to the difficulty list, let's say, so we could keep them in this list and move them, so they would be in both lists, so we could move and delete them from this list or just close. I'm not going to do that now. So you have the option to move keywords around to different lists and organize however you want. Then over here, we have a few options for the lists as a whole. So let's say we wanted to merge these two lists together. You could click the merge lists and it'll ask us, would we like to merge the lists and create a new list? So this would be like demo merge. And if I clicked merge, it would take all those keywords from both lists and make a new list with those keywords in it. For each list, you have an options drop down here where you can export to CSV or PDF. You could delete duplicates in the list, which can be handy if for some reason you accidentally had some duplicate keywords. You can rename the list. But you could also send them to the rank tracker. So let's say you found a few keywords that you were going to write an article about and you wanted to start tracking those keywords, see if your site's going to come up. You could just click the send to tracker. It'll list all the keywords in the list, and then you could add a URL to one of your URLs in the rank tracker and add those keywords to track. So it just makes it really easy to start tracking some of the keywords you may be building lists with. And the same as on the left side, you could delete the lists individually. You could highlight a bunch and bulk delete the list there, and some extra export options for the keywords on this part here. So you could copy to clipboard and whatnot. So the list page are just a way for you to organize the keywords you want to save, export them however you want, and just keep your keyword research process organized. And the same goes for the YouTube list. YouTube list page is basically identical to this. So that's about it, guys. I will see you in the next video. In this video, we're going to go over the backlink checker feature of Keysearch. If you haven't checked any backlinks before, when you load up the page, you'll just see the search bar up top. So let's search a domain. You could choose to search to find backlinks for the entire domain or a specific page. For this demo, I'm just going to do the entire domain. So we click search, and then it's going to load up the backlinks and some stats. It'll give you the Keysearch domain strength, showing you how strong the domain is in our database. A list of the top anchors. You could click the show all to show the top 20 anchor texts coming in for that domain. The total backlinks with the do follow, no follow split. The amount of referring domains. We also show you the key search rank, which is how popular backlink wise that site is in our database. So 1 being the most popular, and then so on from there. Then you got your backlinks table, which shows you the actual backlink coming in and what page that backlink is linking to. It shows you the anchor text of the link that we found and how strong the domain strength, how strong the domain is that that link is from. You'll also see whether the link is do follow or no follow. So you could search. So if we just wanted to see YouTube, you could search anything that's got YouTube in it. You could copy the info, export to these different options here. You could filter. Let's say we only wanted to show do follow links. So we could filter like so, and you'll see it is only showing us the do follow links, and then we could reset the filter if we want. It's also the option to show just one link per domain, or you could flip this and show multiple links per domain. I find that I just like to leave it on one link per domain because it gets a bit messy looking at a bunch of links from the same domain. And then you could just flip through the pages or set it to show up to 100 links per each for each page there. So it's pretty straightforward and simple, and that's about it for the backlink checker, guys. I will see you in the next video. Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over the URL metrics feature of Keysearch. This feature is pretty straightforward. Basically, you just enter a URL or a list of URLs. So I'll just paste these here. We'll search these two URLs, click search, and then it should return the metrics that are shown here in this table. So you've got your page authority, domain authority, the domain strength, which is our score, the links coming in, the authority links, the Alexa rank, rank strength, which is another one of our scores using traffic to judge how strong the domain is, and then the amounts of keywords the site is ranking for, the amount of traffic the site is getting, the keywords for the specific URL and the traffic for the URL, and then the social stats for that specific URL. And that's basically it for the URL metrics page. You could export the data, you could filter like usual, but it's a pretty straightforward and quick and easy feature. So I'll see you guys in the next video. In this video, we're going to go over the YouTube research section of Keysearch. The first thing you'll notice is that it's basically identical to the regular keyword research page in Keysearch. So if you're familiar with that, you'll be able to dive in really quickly here. I'm not going to go over all the features that are the same since it's basically all the same stuff. So you could find that in the regular keyword research video in the tutorial section. But I'll basically show you the differences here. What this page does is it gives you the competition of ranking on the first page of YouTube instead of Google. So rather than show you the front page SERP analysis, for Google, we show you the YouTube front page analysis. And we break it down with some things like the age of the video, the amount of views, the likes the video got, dislikes, comments, whether the title and description have keyword matches. So it's very similar to how you would be doing SEO research, but this is for YouTube. So all the same sort of things apply. You got your difficulty scores that you could flip through. If the difficulty hasn't been checked yet, you can check it like by just clicking the check there. You could do the usual bulk check, save keywords to lists. So the YouTube section's got its own YouTube list, YouTube difficulty, quick difficulty page. So all the same sort of stuff like the regular keyword research page, but targeted towards YouTube. Um, for this, you may want to use the YouTube suggest search feature sometimes, since it's actually using YouTube to get more keywords from your seed keyword. But you have all your usual search types like you would on the regular research page, and locations and everything. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, especially if you already understand our regular keyword research page, but this is for YouTube. So if you're looking to get your videos ranked on YouTube or find topics that may be easy to draw traffic from YouTube, this is a great way to do it. So I definitely suggest checking it out if you're someone who makes their own videos and whatnot. But that's about it, guys. I will see you in the next video. Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over the new brainstorm feature of Keysearch. What this feature does is it basically puts all these different ways to brainstorm new niche ideas or expand on your current niche into one place, and makes it just really easy to help brainstorm and get some ideas flowing. You'll see when you load the page, it'll show the current Twitter trends, Amazon movers, and Google trends. You'll have a long list of Twitter trends here, and these are basically like hot topics that people are talking about on Twitter. And some of this stuff, for those of you who are looking for a niche idea that's very relevant now, these Twitter trends can definitely help with that. If you click on it, it'll take you to Twitter to help you, learn more, see more what these actual trends are about. Then you have your Amazon movers, which are, products that are moving really well on Amazon right now. You'll have your list here. It's only a few from each category. You could click on the Amazon movers and shakers link, and if you wanted to go more in depth into, let's say, cameras and photos, you could just click here and get more in depth. But our chart will show you, a few from each category that are really moving well right now. So for people doing Amazon affiliates and stuff like that, that should be a big help for them. And then you have your Google Trends, which is going to show the top 10 Google Trends of the day, just what people are searching on Google. And once again, this could help you kind of generate some ideas of some things that are, happening and hot right now. Then we also have here, so let's say your niche was dog training. If you just type in dog training, it's going to show you the suggestions from each search engine, which this is a great way if you kind of have some ideas and want to, just maybe try to generate some more. And this doesn't cost any credits or anything, so you could do this as many times as you want. Just start trying to get some ideas flowing. And then let's say you found something you were interested in. You could just click it, and then you have the option to research it in the keyword research module of Keysearch, or check the difficulty, and it'll just take you right to those pages to do that. So all in all, this is just really simple, cool little tool to help you generate ideas. So for example, if we wanted to bring up a past history search that we had, it could just throw it in there also. This way you could take some of your past searches and just get more ideas for them. So all in all, it's just going to be a quick, easy way to generate ideas right from the Keysearch dashboard. So hopefully you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over the new update to the Keysearch Rank Tracker. We've done some UI changes here and just updated things a bit. you'll notice you got your URLs on the right-hand side and your keywords for the URL on the left-hand side. So let's just dive in here, and I'm going to add a URL. You can see right here, you can add a URL, and I'll add one of our other products URLs here. So once you click it, all right, URL is successfully added. And if we found any keywords that the URL is already ranking for, you'll see this "We've Found Keywords" button. And if you click on that, it'll show you the keywords that we've found that your site should already be ranking in the top 100 for. So you could just check those if you want to do it that, and then just add selected, and that'll add them to be tracked within your Keysearch account. Otherwise, you could see the add keywords form will show up here, and let's add a couple. Backlink indexer, link indexer, index inject. Okay, but what's also cool is that we've added keyword tracking localization, so you could get it, you could track more locally and get results that are local to your area. So I'm in New York, but let's just track from Brooklyn. We got Brooklyn, New York right there, and just set that up, and then I'm going to add these keywords. So there we go. All right, keywords were added successfully, and they should show up there. And if you want to add more keywords to that URL, you can just click add keywords. It'll bring it up in a pop-up, and now you could flip through the different URLs there. So let's, while that is loading some rankings, let's go here and just check out the keyword list. So basically when you got your keywords added in, you'll see the rank, how much it's changed, search volume, last time it was updated, and some options. So let's just see here, we've got a graph. You could check your past rankings graph here, and you could check the last 30 days, or the lifetime, or just the last 7 days. You could check the top 100 list. These are all the URLs we found in the top 100 ranking for that keyword. And you could also, each keyword you could recheck once per day. So if I wanted to recheck this keyword, you just click the recheck ranking right there, and it'll go out and recheck that ranking on demand. As you can see, it just updated it there. And as usual, you can check graphs for anything and whatnot. We also now have added stuff where we show the change, how many keywords have changed up and down, total keywords tracked, and your average ranking. And then this graph will show how many keywords for this URL in the top 3, how many keywords are in the top 10, top 100, or keywords that we are not seen in the top 100. And you can see our rankings have started to update there for the URL we just added. You could also, as usual, you could create URL groups. Just add a group there. I'm not going to create more groups because I barely have any URLs, but it's similar to how the old rank tracker was, where you could group URLs just to make it easier to organize, and then you could just search your groups there. You could set up notification emails. I've got a couple set up. You could add notifications, select the rules that you want, whether it should send an email for if something entered the top 10 or how much the rankings have changed. So you could set up your email notifications here too. And of course, you could create your reports. Just add report there, and then just go back. We tried to make it simple, everything in one screen. You could delete the URL there, or you could check and delete the URL like that. You could delete individual keywords by just clicking the X. And you could export, we've added some cool keyword export features where you could export the rankings to CSV, text file, PDFs, the usual white label PDF where you could add your header and whatnot. So that's in addition to the reports that you can make as well. So we've just tried to, update things a bit with the rank tracker and get the UI more in line with the rest of the tools. So I hope you guys enjoy some of the new features. Definitely check out the local tracking if you have some keywords that you want to get down to the exact location of where you are and see where the rankings are at there. But otherwise, guys, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, we're excited to show you the newest feature to Keysearch, which is the Keysearch Explorer. Basically what this does is it gives you an overview of your domain, your competitors' domains. You can throw any domain in there that you want, and it's going to give you just a bunch of great information that'll help you in your SEO campaigns. So first thing, just type in a domain into the search bar. You could load from past searches in the history. And then once everything loads up, we show you the Keysearch domain strength. This is the overall strength we feel your domain is. And next to that, you'll see the score to target. So this site happens to be pretty strong. And we feel that you should be targeting difficulty scores of 54 or less. That's about around where this domain's wheelhouse would be. This is a feature that a lot of people have asked for to give you an overview or just an idea of around what keyword difficulty level you should be targeting with the power of your domain. So this will be very helpful for a lot of people, and basically any score that it shows or less should be around where you have a decent chance to rank on the first page. Once again, this is a very strong domain, so most domains won't be as powerful as this one, but next to that, you'll have your backlinks overview. We give you an overview of total backlinks we found, do follow, no follow, the referring domains, the referring IPs, subnets, things like that. You could click the view backlinks, which will take you to the backlink checker and load up this domain in the backlink checker. You could also click the view domains button, which will show you the top domains we found, their domain strength, whether we've found your link on the homepage of those domains, and whether we found multiple links from that domain to your site. Then we have a backlinks overview, just basically shows you an idea of when we found the backlinks, the do follow percentage, the percentage of text links compared to image links, things like that. And now here's the organic keywords, which is very cool. Gives you an overview of your top 5 organic keywords, but if you click the view keywords button, it'll show you a big list of them. You can see which URLs are ranking for which keywords that we found. You could sort by volume, CPC, and it's a great way to find keywords you didn't even know you were ranking for, or check out what keywords your competitors are ranking for. And this database just keeps growing right now. This tool is still in beta, so the organic keywords database will just keep growing and becoming much bigger as our crawlers pick up and start crawling more and more SERPs and stuff like that. So next down here, you could see the top competitors we've found, and then you could view the top 20. This will show you the domain strength of your competitors, the incoming links, the incoming referring domains, and also how many keywords we've found for your competitors, how many they're ranking for, which is an awesome way to just gauge around where you're faring with your competitors. We also calculate competitors in a slightly different way than some other tools might. We try to focus on the competitors that are most near you in the SERPs, rather than just a competitor that you share a lot of top 100 rankings with, because sometimes you'll be ranked 15th and they'll be ranked 85th. To us, that's not really a competitor. So we've come up with our own system to try to find which people are really competing with you closely in the SERPs. Then we have top DS referring domains. These are the top domains we found by Keysearch domain strength, and you could show the top 20 here. It'll show you the incoming links and the incoming referring domains. Then we have our ranking distribution chart, which will give you an overview of
where we found the keywords. So whether the keywords that this site is ranking for are mostly top 3, 4 through 10, 11 through 20, things like that. It'll just give you an overview of where in the top 100 we're finding the keywords for this domain. You can see top anchors, the top domain types like .com, .net of what are linking in. And basically, that's the quick overview, guys. I think you'll see as you start playing around with this tool how much you could do with it, how much information's really here. We're also, keep in mind, this is in beta. As we expand on this, we're going to be adding more and more tools that deal with this data. So there's a lot more to come. This is just the start, but we wanted to get this out there for you guys, and we think it's going to be a great addition to Keysearch, so hopefully you enjoy it, guys. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, it's Dan here. I wanted to give you an overview of our new feature, Content Assistant. Basically, what Content Assistant is, it's an article and blogging tool. It differs a little from the other SEO plugins you may have used, where those are more about helping you with things like your meta descriptions, getting your page titles or H1 tags optimized. This tool is about maximizing the ranking and traffic potential of each one of your articles. And basically how it works, let's just dive in and I'll show you. So to use as a demo, all right, my brother owns a moving company in New York City. So let's say he wanted to rank for moving service NYC. So let's load that up. Usually it would take a little longer to load, but some of these I've already searched. So you get the usual key search difficulty score, but then we also give you the average word count of the first page results within Google. We have what's called our recommended keywords meter, and this is made up of a few different types of recommended keywords. What we consider the most important are these must words. These are also known as LSI keywords. They're basically the most found keywords that we're finding in the content on the first page of Google, kind of like breaking down their algorithm as to what content and phrases and topics are they looking for in the first page results, because we're using the first page results to find this. So these must words, we would highly recommend including as many of those in your article as possible, because obviously Google is using these words as some sort of indicator for the first page rankings. Then here on the keywords tab, you'll see related keywords. These are some more related keywords that Google has suggested to us that they associate with our main term, moving service NYC. So you may want to include some of these too. And then a really cool feature is the top URL keywords. Basically the URL that ranks first for this particular keyword, these are other keywords that it's ranking for. So it gives you an idea of what type of page Google expects, what that page is about, and other ranking terms that you might be able to grab and include in your article to help you rank for those terms as well. So we'll just skip to the SERPs tab, which will show you the first page results with the word count. And then you could click to view page, and the page will show up in our little pop-up right here. You could also just click on the link to open it in your own tab if you'd prefer to do it that way. So then let's go over to the research tab. The research tab basically gives you little summaries that we found within our database of what we call content snippets or research snippets that deal with your keyword term. And you could copy these snippets. You could view the article in a pop-up just like we did before. But you could also limit this to just the SERP top pages. So this will, since we have a big database, sometimes some of our snippets come from other articles. And basically this is to help you research an article quickly, get good ideas fast. Just basically a way to maximize the time you're using to research these topics. All right, let's move on to, then we have top questions as well. So these questions come from Google and Quora and sometimes a few other places. These are questions people are asking about the topic. So these make for really cool, subheadings. They're great for getting rich snippets within Google. That's where your page is at the top with a little blurb that answers the user's question. So you can look through these questions and find some just great topics to include in your article. And once again, this tool is about maximizing the ranking potential for each article. Because as we know, going after one keyword, if we're going after moving service NYC, it doesn't hurt to add in a bunch of these questions and rank for a lot of those topics as well. So here is just a great way to find some subtopics and other things that'll get you ranking higher as well. So let's go back to the main page. So how this works is as you type, I am starting a moving company. You'll see as you type the words, they light up in blue, so you know what you've already, what keywords you've already used. You could also click on the keyword to open up snippets about that particular keyword. So if you need, let's say you wanted some ideas about what you should write about local moving, we have our snippets here, and then you could view the entire article. You could copy the snippet. You can search between the top pages or our entire database to get your information. And then when you're done, you could just head right back to your article, which is very cool. So as we type, our word count meter and our recommended keywords meter will start moving up and showing you where you compare to the first page results. So rather than write a full article for you guys now, I'll show you a quick example. So here's the keyword niche ideas that we at Keysearch were actually going to start targeting. And I almost forgot to mention. So you can load and save old articles. So let's load an old article. This is our niche ideas article. So I'm going to load that up. Yes, we want to load it. So there we go. Loading our niche ideas. And then once you type in there, you'll see this is our niche ideas article that we added. Basically, we added a new free tool to help users quickly find niche ideas. And we were trying to rank for a few topics around niche ideas. And when we released the tool, it was basically, a typical landing page. And when we first put the page out, it was ranking on around the fourth, fifth page. So we decided this would be a good test of Content Assistant, and we went through and made sure we got pretty much as many words as we could in here. Although it doesn't seem like these are highlighted, all these are highlighted, we use the ideas around here because some of these keywords would be a little awkward to fit in, but we made sure to include 2018 and the word list and things like that, include the word Instagram, just trying to get all these topics that Google would have found. So here's just a little example. I'll show you our ranking graph within the last 30 days. So as you can see, when we released, we kind of hovered around 30s and 40s. We dipped a little bit, but we released our new Content Assistant optimized article about, I'd say, September 4th. And you notice the first time Google crawls it after this new content that we've added, made sure we included all the Content Assistant. We jumped up to 27, and now today we're sitting at rank 14. No new backlinks were built. All we've used is Content Assistant. So just to give you an idea, Content Assistant may be a great way to go back to old articles and just add some things in there and just build upon what you have. And I'm not going to say every rank increase is going to look like that one, but you might be able to grab and pick off some more terms that you know weren't ranking for before. You might be able to increase your main keyword ranking. There's just tons of great possibilities with using Keyword Assistant. Before I go, just because I forgot before, you could load articles, create a new one, and save. When you save, you could save to a past article. You can create a new article to save to. But here's one thing I just want to mention. Articles that haven't been accessed within 30 days will be deleted. Content Assistant should not be used as permanent storage for your articles or drafts. Content Assistant is basically just a way for you to work on your article. Don't use it as your permanent storage or something like that. It's not really what it's meant for. This is not like to replace WordPress draft folder or things like that. So we'll keep your articles as long as you're accessing them. But if you haven't accessed it in 30 or 60 days or something, it may be deleted from our database. So I just want to make sure that's clear and nobody loses their articles. So just make sure to back up everything after you put it into Content Assistant. I'll be putting out a more in-depth article about this that goes over some of the features as well. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick video because we're really excited about this feature. We've already seen good things from it. And I think it'll be cool, especially for you guys who do a lot of blogging. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.